Hello, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Today is day 2 of our little YouTube challenge that we're doing. For the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be dropping a video every day. If you've ever wanted to become YouTube famous or figure out this YouTube algorithm or how you can maybe start a channel and get boosted, right now is the time to do it. If you've ever thought about doing it, if you've ever thought, I think I can do that, now's the time. Now, if you're here, it's because you want to see how I do it and whether or not it works for me. Now, YouTube's made it super easy. They're right now they've lowered a bunch of their algorithm standards to where new channels and low producing channels, channels that maybe haven't done as well in the past, can do better now. And the way this is working, and I'm just relaying information to you that I have found. Okay. And one of the things is holding your phone up like I'm holding it up right now. They're wanting raw video. What that means is they're looking for people who aren't editing or doing a lot of edits to their videos. And I have to switch hands because it's amazing how heavy a phone can get just holding it out with your hands. Um, whew. The hardest thing about this YouTube thing every day for me is getting started. I've tried YouTube in the past and it didn't work very well for me. If you've tried it in the past, maybe it didn't work for you. That's why you're here now trying to figure it out again. But now's the time. So what I'm going to do today is kind of give you an idea of how simple it is, especially from your phone. So if you've ever wanted to do this before and you do watch YouTube, you go to your YouTube app. Go ahead and if you're on your phone now, excuse me, my nose is itching. If you're on your phone now, you can, as soon as this video is over, don't use your phone now because you're watching my video. But as soon as this video is over, you can take out a notepad right now and write down these notes, and I will tell you basically what you need to do. Okay. First thing you're going to do is, of course, open the YouTube app. Then in the middle bottom of the screen where your little menu is, you're going to see a plus sign. If you'll hit that plus sign, it's going to allow you to add a video. Okay, now before you can add a video, you've got to do a video. Now let's talk about what they're looking for right now. Now, I'm not with YouTube, so I have no idea, excuse me, what they're actually looking for. And if you look at my video yesterday, I'm a lot hairier than I am today, and it's probably why my nose is itching so bad because I went in and shaved to look good for you guys. I hope it looks better than it did yesterday. I really want to take this seriously and see if it actually works. Okay, and if you want to see if it actually works, then go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Do for me what you hope somebody does for you, okay? Whenever you start your channel, or if you've started your channel and you're trying to figure out how to make it grow, the first thing is be kind to those who are trying also, because their struggle, right? So if I come across your video and it's a good video and I'm getting some information from it, then I'm going to like it. And so for some of you out there that's just getting started like me, I'm going to feel bad for you and I'm going to want you to succeed and I'm going to like it and I'm going to subscribe just because I want you to succeed, okay? In hopes that maybe this universal karma thing will work for me and I will succeed also, okay? And if you'll notice, I keep switching hands. I'm going to end up getting a tripod. I don't have one now. If you watched my video yesterday, you know I'm doing all of this from government housing. I'm doing all of this from broke as a joke, nothing, okay? But back years ago when me and my wife lost everything, and we did have a few things, right? We had a house, a truck, a car, lived in a nice neighborhood. I mean, we weren't rich by no means. We worked our butts off every day to have what we had. But the businesses we had either went out of business or they closed down the store that we had. Now, if you saw my story yesterday, you know that in my case, the store closed down. They moved to a new location. And then 3 months later, my wife's job, that business completely went out of business. And if you've ever been to a video store, you probably know where you rent videos and watch them, like DVDs back in the day, and VHSs way back in the day. That you went in and you rented movies before you could watch them on your phone or on a streaming service. And back in the ancient days when dirt was still young, and She worked at one of those, and they went out of business, completely shut down their doors. And you can see why, because of Netflix and places like that. They came along and gave us movies on the cheap anytime we wanted them, right? So, back to this YouTube thing. The hardest part for me to do this is getting started. Okay, I think too much about it. If you think too much about it, you probably have the same problem I'm having, and that's wanting to do the best video, wanting to do a great video, wanting to do something that people are going to love, and doubting that I can even do it. Now, the hardest thing for me, excuse me, I'm not trying to shake the phone, but this is actually quite hard holding this thing up this long. And you'll hear me say the hardest thing, and I guess it's a level of hardness, like one of the hardest things, is definitely figuring out what kind of video you want to do. Right now, YouTube is allowing new creators to come onto the platform and start building their voice. If you are coming here to help people, like genuinely to give them some information that may change their lives, or benefit them, then you're a new channel or you're a struggling channel, then be consistent. Drop a video every day, 20 minutes or more. Drop a video every day. Now, the reason why I say 20 minutes is because right now that seems to be YouTube's algorithms best way of figuring out what kind of video you're doing and what audience to put you in front of. Now, if you don't know what an algorithm is, you've probably been in the dark somewhere, right? Algorithm, every social media, or every matter of fact, everything online, every place you go, has this thing called an algorithm. And what it is it's kind of the brain of that platform. And that brain decides what content you have, whether or not that content is relevant, and who to put that content in front of at the right time. Okay, now that's for like a social media platform. A department store like maybe Walmart would be, their algorithm would be more like, what kind of products does this person like based on how many times they've looked at these products, right? So if you've been to Amazon a few times, after a while you start getting suggestions based on what you've already looked at, right? Well, the social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok, all work the same way, okay, including YouTube. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is just do a video. Okay, it don't worry about the niche. Don't worry about what you're good at. Don't worry about, anything other than what can I do that maybe somebody else doesn't know how to do. And let me tell you something about imposter syndrome. I suffer from it. We don't know how smart we are. We all doubt ourselves. We all doubt that we're intelligent. I mean, we know we're smart, but we doubt how smart. And to give you an example of how smart you actually are, okay? By the time you were 16 years old, around 16, 17, if you're that age now, then I'm about to tell you what you're about to go through, okay, in school. Around this time, you're going to go through, or you did go through, learning Albert Einstein's equation of E equals mc squared. Okay, now, if you haven't been there yet, you'll get there. But know this: by the time you're out of high school, you've learned and played around with this equation. Okay, that means that you're already one step closer to being smarter than Albert Einstein whenever he was in his 50s, still playing with these equations. Okay, so think about this. Every time you go out and you learn something from someone you thought was a genius, or you think's a genius, the world thinks a genius, every time you go and you learn something from them, and you learned it at a younger age than they were when they learned it, then you're already a step ahead of them, right? So, and know that you're already smarter than most of you are already smarter than your parents, your grandparents. And I don't mean smarter in the sense of smart, I mean intelligent. Okay, you've had more access to more knowledge than they had their whole lives. So you're already, all these geniuses that are out there, you're already at their level if you just go study them and learn their stuff. Does that make sense? Okay, now back to the subject of YouTube. And you're going to notice that I am a little ADHD. If you suffer with ADHD, then you know the struggle, right? You know that one minute you can be in one place, the next minute you're over here. Again, YouTube is making it super easy, and now that we've talked about the algorithm and how it works, let me explain to you why I keep switching hands. This phone is heavy, okay? So I'm going to eventually have to get a tripod, but this is what I was told. Right now, after this video is over, take your phone out, go to the YouTube app, hit the plus sign, okay? Upload the video that you're going to do. Now, guys, I can't tell you what video to do. You can go out there, pick a couple of things that you're passionate about and do a video in your own words. Go watch a video, do the video, okay? Or you can do like me, be off the cuff, get on there, start with some gibberish and turn it into something, okay? Or you can be like me and just do a video full of gibberish. I don't know if these videos are going to help you. I pray they do, okay? But some of the things to do with the YouTube algorithm, back to that, okay? Whenever you're trying to get YouTube to pick you up and blast you out, don't use any bad words. Don't use any bad phrases. Don't have anything in your background that may be offensive or may be pluggy. Keep it to where, you know what, think about what YouTube needs, not just what your customer, what your audience needs, but think about what YouTube needs. Excuse me. After 10 minutes, start getting parched. Something you need to think of, keep a bottle of water or something next to you when you're doing your videos, because you're going to get dry mouth from all the air going in and out from talking. Something to keep in mind when doing your videos is that YouTube wants to be able to place commercials in these videos. YouTube wants to be able to place relevant commercials in these videos. Something that your audience may click on. Okay? So when doing your videos, kind of keep in mind words like maybe you heard me mention a couple of companies, Amazon, Instagram, Facebook. You heard me mention TikTok. You heard me mention Walmart. You heard me mention Amazon. I think I said that one already. But you can always mention things like McDonald's or Taco Bell or Wendy's or In-N-Out Burger or places especially good for lunch or supper, because that gives YouTube's algorithm, see how I said those words? Now YouTube's algorithm is going to hear those in my video, and that's something that you need to keep in mind also. Most people don't know that whenever you upload a video to YouTube, the algorithm watches the video. It transcribes it. It looks for anything that shouldn't be in there that maybe doesn't go with their policy or whatever, and then it decides, you know, whether or not, or who to push you to, how to push you, stuff like that. Most people don't know that YouTube literally watches the video that you just uploaded and transcribes it so that the algorithm can better understand it. Now, I'm guessing that YouTube isn't going to fall behind. They're going to be implementing AI and stuff like that to better get your stuff in front of the right customers or in front of the right audience. So doing your videos right now, and when you do your videos, there's going to be a thing on there that says, would you like to allow companies to use your video to train their AI? Go ahead and select yes. That is an awesome thing. Their AI is going to learn based on your video and videos like yours, what customers are looking, or excuse me, what an audience is looking for. Okay. So if you're trying to build an audience, make sure you select yes so that the algorithm can transcribe your video, upload it to the AI, and the AI can then decide where you need to be, you know, the perfect audience for you. Now again, can't help you with what kind of video to do. I would suggest, if you don't know what kind of video to do, just do a video. Just talk about anything. It doesn't matter. Just your first couple of videos are going to be awkward. these are your transitional videos. This is where you're learning what you want to say. You're learning what your audience may need. You might get some views and maybe some comments, and those comments can then kind of guide you on what your audience needs. But keep in mind, don't let your audience influence you out of what your dream is. So sometimes you will have people that want you to do this or this or this, and it may have nothing to do with what your message is. So keep on message no matter what. So if you're a gamer and you love gaming, come over to YouTube. TikTok's going out, dudes. I don't know when, but if they don't get that crap straight and that platform goes down, you're going to have to go somewhere. And here's the facts. Every platform out there is vying for your attention. It doesn't matter if you're going to, what platform you're going to, because all of them are going to boost you right now, because they want you to love them. They want you to stay on their platform. They want you to choose them. Okay. Now, what that means is, whenever a platform the size of TikTok, now if you remember back in the day, if any of y'all are gamers, then you remember Mixer. When Mixer went out of business, there were thousands. I was going to say dozens, but that's not true. There were thousands of gamers that lost their audiences. Okay, and YouTube and Facebook gaming and all these other ones, they were YouTube gaming. They were all vying for their attention. Come over here, do it on our platform. That's basically what's happening now. All of these platforms are basically begging for you to come try them out. Now, is it going to work for everybody? No. No. Can it work for everybody? Yes. If you're consistent, and that's the only key. Here's the thing. Most people are like, well, what do I do? Nobody's got the right answer. Okay, unless YouTube is giving you the answer, like sending you an email, and if you're getting something from YouTube like that gives you guidance, use that. There are plenty of companies out there that give YouTube guidance, like vidIQ and TubeBuddy, and maybe you're on Streamlabs and they give you some advice. These are all just advice. You're going to have to try them out and see what works best for you. Okay, so here we go. You're done your video, okay? After you've recorded your video in your phone, you're going to record it at 4K if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. My phone ain't got 4K. If that's the reason why I don't go big on YouTube, then YouTube's holding against me that I'm broke and can't afford a better phone. And I don't believe they'll do that. I think that they want everybody to be on an even playing field, whether you can afford the best gadgets or you can't. Okay, I can't afford the best gadgets. If you're like me, you can't afford the best gadgets. So you work with what you got and pray that the great almighty YouTube algorithm gives you a shot, right? So once you do a video, it doesn't matter, just do a video. Like I said, you're going to do one every day for the next 14 days just to get started. Doesn't matter what kind of video it is. You need to do one every day for 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes of your day. Come on. Okay. Like I said, the hardest part's just getting up every day and doing one. Okay. I sit here for 2 hours trying to get started. Anybody else sit there for 2 hours thinking, what video am I going to do today? What do I need? What do I need to work on today? I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I still every day struggle with where to get started. And if you do, that means we're normal. High five. But now we're going to go into the steps. I'm going to try to be less scatterbrained and get you there, okay? So once you've got your video, your first video done, okay, 20 minutes, and that's literally what I did. I kept flipping my phone around and looking at it to see if it's been 20 minutes, okay? We're at like 18 minutes now, okay? I don't even got to flip my phone around because I did a timer on the thing, like get you an egg timer, and when that thing dings, you're done, right? Okay, so after you get your video done, don't worry about it. I've messed up several times doing this video. If you see my first video yesterday, it was horrendous. I didn't shave. I came in and spoke from the heart. Excuse me. McDonald's chicken biscuit for breakfast. I came in and spoke from the heart, and it was just a video, okay, about YouTube and what they're trying to do and what I'm trying to do to see if it works. So if you're worried about doing what you're going to do your video on, just get on there and talk. Just get on there and talk about anything, okay? And I'm going to get off that subject. But once you get your video done, you're going to go into the YouTube app. You're going to, at the bottom of the menu, there's a big plus sign. You're going to click that plus sign, and you're going to upload that video to YouTube, okay? Now, for a title, you're going to keep it short. Just one sentence, not a paragraph, just, 5, 6, 7 words, something long enough that people know what you're talking about, short enough that they don't look at it and think that's way too much. Okay, you know what you look for when you get on YouTube. You know the titles you look for. You know what kind of thumbnails, and the thumbnails, don't worry about them either. They're getting outdated. That's just a way for people to see you might be fancy, I guess. I don't know. And I'm not down in thumbnails. I've used them. I don't see where me having a thumbnail has made my video produce more. Maybe back when YouTube was trying to push the idea of thumbnails. But let me tell you something about these platforms. They will push you to do something, and then when everybody's doing it, they want you to do something else, okay? And that's perfectly fine. It's their platform. You got to go by their rules, right? So back to not being scatterbrained. Whenever you get your video done, you're going to click the plus sign. You're going to upload the video. You're going to give it a short title and a very short description. In the description, you might say something like, this video is about blah, 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 blah. It's my first video on YouTube. I'm just trying this 90-day challenge to see how good it works. Now, yes, it's a 90-day challenge. That means you upload one video every day, one 20-minute video every day for 90 days. For the first 14 days, you may not find your voice. You may not find your voice for the first 30 days. You may find your voice in the first 2 videos. Okay? But I want you to keep uploading until you find your voice. Consistency is the key. Put in your description something like a small paragraph. You can go look at some of the other descriptions. I'm sure YouTube wants you to put, or don't mind you putting as much as possible. If you want to link me in your video and say, I'm trying this challenge, I heard about it from Rick over here, Rick the Dreamer, go check out his video. Link my video. You know what that does? It tells the algorithm that you're not trying to get people to leave YouTube. Okay? So let's say you own a store. Would you want somebody coming in telling all your customers about another store they needed to go to real quick, check something out? Even if it wasn't your competition. They are leaving your store to go to another store. No company can make business that way, right? So YouTube don't want you to put a lot of links to, they don't mind it. They want you to promote companies. They want you to promote your links and stuff like that. But be careful. Make sure that you're also promoting YouTube and giving YouTube some love, okay? Because this is the platform that's growing you. So you want to make sure you tell people, excuse me, about how great this platform's been for you. Okay, so in the description, make sure you put what your video's about. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything like that. Just put what your video's about and what you think people will get out of this video. Even if it's just you're doing the YouTube challenge, and if they want to see your progress or see your success or failure, just to follow you and see what happens. Okay, that's what I ask. I don't know if I'm going to be successful. I don't know if I'm going to fail. I'm hoping the algorithm really appreciates what I'm trying to do by not only helping myself, but I'm helping myself by passing the knowledge I have of how to do this down to you. Okay, and think about me as a teacher. Whenever you went to school, you had teachers that knew math and science and English and all these other subjects, and they were good enough at it to teach you. They may have not been good enough at it to go be a writer at the time or to be a nuclear physicist, but they were good enough to teach you, and that's where we're at right now. I'm not a nuclear physicist whenever it comes to YouTube or how to get YouTube to work, but I am a seasoned entrepreneur. I have built over 100 businesses. They have not all been successful, and I have sold some of my businesses. But now I'm trying a new challenge. I want to be YouTube famous. I want to be a coach. I want to help people. I want to change lives, and I want to change my life by helping you change yours. Okay? My first passion as a young man was listening to Tony Robbins. I'd been through being abused as a kid. I had one of them bad stepdads, and don't worry, I had a good stepdad too, and he changed my life. But I had a bad stepdad, and I was abused as a kid, and I went through a lot of trauma, and then my real dad came into the picture when I was about 10, 11 years old. I didn't even know who he was. He came into the picture, and he introduced me to Tony Robbins. And if you haven't heard of Tony Robbins, please go check him out. If you're going through trial, if you're going through turmoil, if you've been through some stuff and you need some ways to get out of it, and you can't go to therapy, or you're like me and don't want somebody to think you're crazy, then somebody like Tony Robbins can really help you shift your mindset. Okay. Now, once you get your description in, we're back to the notes. Once you get your description in, you're going to go down and you're going to put some hashtags. Down at the bottom of whenever you're putting your upload, and you're going to see this thing that says tags. Make sure that you put in there hashtag life, hashtag respect, hashtag subscribe. I added hashtag hustle. You may add hashtag gamer, or hashtag life changing, or you get what I'm saying. Whatever yours is about, make sure you hashtag what you're hoping to build your niche into. And if you're like, excuse me, Mickey D's, if you're like me and you really don't know what your channel is going to be yet, then just remember to do the videos. You got to select, this video is not made for kids, unless you made it for kids, like you got a Baby Shark thing going on, or Veggie Tales, or Wallace and Gromit, or I'm old, anything like that, then sure, you made it for kids. But if you didn't make it for kids, if you made it for us adults out there to help change our lives, then make sure you put in there, no, this video is not made for kids. And then there's a couple of other things on there that you can select, but go through that process and just upload the video. Okay. It's going to take a few minutes from your phone for your video to upload, but once you get it uploaded, don't worry about it. You're not going to go check it every 10 minutes. You're not going to go look at it to see if it's doing anything. Because let me tell you what, first thing is, it's going to take a few hours to a few days for the algorithm to pick up you. Okay, millions of videos are being uploaded a day, I'm sure. So it's going to take a minute to get around to even watching your video to see where it needs to put you. So for the first couple of days, I wouldn't even worry about it. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even worry about it for the first week or so. I'd continue to drop those videos, because remember, not seeing numbers isn't that you're failing, it's that the algorithm doesn't know where to put you yet. Okay, so the more videos you do, the more the algorithm will realize who you are, who your target audience is, and who to put you in front of, right? Gang, I hope this changes your life. I hope it changes my life. I hope to be able to wake up one day, see the YouTube cash is floating in, and that me and my wife can get the hell out of this into a better lifestyle. And as I do it, you'll get to see it. And if it's possible for me at 49 years old, today's my birthday, January 1st. If it's possible for me at 49 years old, then it's possible for you. Take out your phone, do a video, upload it to YouTube today. This is my New Year's resolution. It should be yours. Okay? Do something that might change your life. And guys, even if it takes a year or 2 years of you uploading videos, imagine where you'll be when those videos do start catching on and paying off. Okay? I hope you have a blessed year. I hope you and your family are safe. I pray that my videos do well, that your videos do well, and I hope to see you with a plaque behind your head in the near future from YouTube. Guys, thank you so much. Remember, one of the harder things to do once you've started the video is figuring out where to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, if you want to watch my journey and you want to see if this works for me and everything I do daily, including dropping videos just like this one, go ahead and subscribe. Help a brother out. I need all the love I can get. Click on like, click on subscribe, click on promote and share it to your friends. Remember, do for me what you hope the YouTube algorithm will help you accomplish. If you want subscribers, you want likes, then do it for me too. And I promise you, karma, the universe, God, and the YouTube algorithm will bless you for it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you guys in the next video. Be blessed.